It was an ordinary day, like any other, and there I was, sitting in my physics class. And as I was writing down my notes, I came across a particular term that caught my attention. The term was magnetic hysteresis. In my head, I was thinking to myself, that sounds a lot like hysteria. Etymology tells us that the word hysteria is a Greek word for uterus. Ah, the Greeks. Everything somehow always comes back to them. Yeah, you. Anyway, today the word hysteria refers to an uncontrollable outburst of emotion or fear, often characterized by irrationality, laughter, weeping, etc. In the 19th century, hysteria was considered a diagnosable physical illness in females, which made me wonder, if it was a physical illness, what did it look like? What were the symptoms? In the Victorian era, there were a whole host of symptoms generally observed in women, which included shortness of breath, anxiety, irritability, agitation, and sexual forwardness. Guess what the cure for this symptom involved? Well, the treatment included a pelvic massage until the patient, who was a female being treated by a male, mind you, experienced hysterical paroxysm, or as we know it now, an orgasm. I wonder why this may be problematic.
Grab him by the pussy.
Instead of taking women and their anger seriously, their expression of anger was labeled as an illness. In other words, normal women do not get angry. Has this idea disappeared, or is it still alive and thriving within modern society? Do women continue to be punished for expressing their anger? At the 2018 US Open, Williams made headlines after getting into an argument with the referee. He originally charged her with a coaching violation after her coach made a gesture to her from the stands. Williams, enraged, challenged the call and got into an argument with the referee. For context, Williams was losing the games to Osaka, and she was angered by the insinuation that she wasn't playing fair and square.
But I'm telling you it's not. I don't cheat to win. I'd rather lose. I'm just letting you know.
There's a coaching violation. I guess there's a thumbs up.
The referee, upset by Williams' anger, which she expressed through breaking her racket and calling him a thief, took a point and then a full game away from her. Williams later said that she was standing up for what she believes in and the empire was being sexist. Why did she feel this way? Because male athletes have expressed their anger on the court in much more obnoxious manners without having to pay the same consequences.
Get your ass out of the chair! You're a bum! You're a bum! How about you're playing my butt off at 39 years old and you're doing that? Very clear, my butt!
Reporters in the press conference even asked her, when your daughter asks you about this moment, what will you say to her as to how maybe you could have handled it differently?
Tell her, first of all, that, if she sees it, that, I stood up for what I believed in. I stood up for what was right. Sometimes things in life doesn't happen the way we want them, but to always stay gracious and to stay humble.
Williams' case serves as an example of the double standards surrounding women and their anger. But Michelle Obama's treatment within the media represents how society deals with powerful women, using their supposed anger as a weapon to delegitimize their power.
Big Mama, or Big Nanny, is wagging her fingers at the food industry, the bitter half of the Obama administration.
Just to be clear, Michelle Obama is not the only woman with power who has been treated this way.
She left angry, she left mad.
Sort of a mad woman, I call her, because she was so angry.
That's interesting.
That's enough. Put down the mic.
But I watch you a lot. You ask a lot of stupid questions. No, not you. Not you.
Girls are subtly encouraged throughout childhood to suppress their anger as it is seen as unfeminine. Anger, it seems, is an inherently masculine attribute. Needless to say, this concept has its implications within workplaces, where when a man is assertive, he is seen as competent, whereas when a woman is being assertive, she's seen as being bossy, rude, bitchy even. Somehow, it still feels like we are rooted in this idea that a woman who is angry must be suffering from some type of hormonal imbalance, or she must be on her period. But I can't help but consider the fact that what is anger, other than emotion, warning that something is wrong and needs to change? It is a human response to being threatened with indignity, and it demands accountability. Dare I say that anger, especially women's anger, has helped shape the world we know today?